All right, folks, this is, funny enough, Taemaria's place. We're over in Razorwind, but you kind of can't really tell that because it's like they built themselves a little bit of founders right inside here. Fierce greens, set up what appeared to be like this kind of private estate. I think of like some of the rich places around town here where you have like, tall hedges, you have your enclosed gate, very, very fancy. Usually it's closed. So in this case, Taemaria's like, no, go ahead, come on in. I'm being inviting. We're cool. So while we probably don't have actual fencing here, we have like this natural barrier with these huge greens, big old greens that are around. Looks like the most of the lot. Even a big old set of acacias there to set up a very nice shot like this here. Nice. So let's go through the main gate. Being used with privacy screens from the shop. Very cute. As we go inside, we're immediately met with the entrance to the spot. Very cool. Off to the left, some nice pond and fountain work. And again, heavy with the greens, embiggened with, in an effort to save on some space to just like add a lot to our eyeballs as we're going from spot to spot. Check out the little stable that they set up and also the additional greens that they added too to add like a little bit more volume to all this. So again, like I said, good use of making these greens bigger to help fill out more space. But they did also make this opening here for us to, kind of like a dock area. If we wanted to hop onto our little boats and go off to adventure, or if we wanted to be like, hey guys, look at me. And then everyone over there is like, partying and all doing all that stuff. And then I'm here being like, you know what? My whole introvertedness just ain't having it. But I want to be there. I want to be present. So I'll be here at a distance, guys. You guys have a great time. And I'll just be like fishing. Or I'll just be like reading a book. Do I have a book on me? I don't have a book on me, but it's cool. I'll just be all bug-eyed and just keep staring at you guys. Yeah. But I'm participating. So that kind of outs me as being a little bit creepy. But here's where I'm like, okay, I'm just going to be here and I'm just going to lay down and just kind of think of just how awkward I made everything. Oh my God. Maybe if I just sneak back into the house, no one will see me. And then I'll just be like, oh yeah, I was just like hanging out, doing my thing while you guys were partying and having a good time. And I think you guys have learned a lot about me just in those past couple seconds. So anyway, back to the lot. We're going through, like I said, big greens that make up this kind of enclosed spot. And then we enter this little watering area. Looks like we're in the early stages of growth. We have like a couple things out, some berries we can go ahead and pick and what have you. But I like how we have a sort of like dead end there. I'm not going to walk through it. It feels almost rude to try to walk through that. Well, let's climb up real quick and see if there's any like bonus things that they added here. So a little bit of work, some dyed benches right there. And inside here, in this semi-indoor, semi-outdoor area, is the refuge where, okay, here's where I left my books. My bad. Whew, sorry guys, like I know the party was great and all, but I wanted to have my book, and so it was orderly in here, so I had to go all the way up back to the house, grab my book, and I kind of got tired, so I just kind of sat down and, well, sorry guys, and that's my excuse. That's how I left the party that I didn't even really go to in the first place. That's the introverted life, buddy. It's great. It's absolutely great. But it is a very pretty house. All right, so we're gonna drop our way down, and I think that was yeah. We're not going through there. We're just going to accept that as like the end of it, the end of the yard there. But it otherwise is a really nice looking start here. So let's go inside. Let's see what we got. All right, so as we enter, presented with some bright lights right in front of us. Note how we have like the neutral lighting set up. I think the boss is not here at the moment, Well, we're welcomed in, and also, very interesting, they set up a little closet space right here. Usually it's like an open spot. It's just like, whatever, not a big deal. But in this case, an immediate closet spot with multiple curtains set up. Ah, interesting. So if this happened to fold out, we would have this like very cool mix of colors presented to us. So here we are, we're throwing our stuff down, all good. So a little blurb here. The house is in mainly 3 large squares down the center with custom wall placement. The last large square has 2 unfinished spaces. All right. So let's see what we got here. So we can kind of see like huge spaces that we're going to be traveling down. And then as Taemaria said, like things are being carved out. So we're going to see some pretty advanced work with how they bring all this together. So I guess we'll go left and right each time and explore each room set up here. So this first spot, super library setup. Very social, pretty spacious. We got one Murgle there that's like hanging out. So we have one fabled book. It's like, all right, folks, so you got to check out like my favorite book. Check out. It's so awesome. It's all about void stuff. Because it has, this is a void book. Part of me was thinking this was like the Paladin book. No, that is not the case. This is a void looking book. I like the contrasting colors that we're seeing here. In some wall placements here, you can see like the red velvet sort of look behind these very, very embiggened bookshelves. Same thing right over there. But then otherwise, you're not seeing like the white folk panel or like the stone or anything like that. They opted for like this kind of this more neutral brownish color. I like that. It's cool that we have like the bigger shelves, but they opted to like not make like giant books either. They just wanted to have like a very spacious bookshelf, just in case we wanted to put not just books, but like little trinkets and whatnot of different shapes, different sizes and all that. So we'll go through like a little opening here for us to like kind of go in. So it has a very, very public feel, as if we can kind of expect this sort of town-like feel, and people are like just kind of walking through, doing their thing. So a little bit of noise, but at least over here is kind of the more quiet spot. So notice how here we continue to mostly see that trend of, red velvety backgrounds. Not so much here because there's a secret thing back there, maybe. But we'll explore the rest of this room first. So here's a place to like sit with our Murgle. We hang out, do our thing, talk smack. Of course we're going to talk smack, right? But I'm very fond of the neutral tones that are being used here. Really nice. So it's one part library, one part collectory spot. And it makes it fun. A big variety of different pieces that have been laid out. And very interesting use of the draconic lighting setup, from the chandeliers to the sconces right over there. It feels like super unsafe though, because it's like, these are like open fires. I'm running a library. Are you sure, guys? But it's like, it's magic. Oh, someone spilled their wine. Oh no, they spilled their wine right behind the secret. Oh boy. Damn. Okay, we started like very pleasant, right? It was like, hey, check out this pleasant little thing with the closets and neutral colors, library. And no, we gotta go immediate, yeah. All right. So, in this library, what are we gonna learn about next? Actually, I don't think we're meant to learn about what's next, because whoever got close just got took. Now, as for why there's a saw here, is that it? Is that all they had? Brave adventurer comes in. They see like these dragons. All right, guys, let's go. Shink. And these dragons are like, this dude's like, hey, Greg, are you seeing this? I don't know, Sam. I don't have eyeballs. What are you seeing? Dude, this dude has a saw. For real, a saw? Let's get him. And then they immediately off the dude. And so there goes that brave adventurer. So Well done, Greg and Sam. Oh, they were just guards. Okay. Oh, wow. Wow. Wait. So that was totally not worth it for this person who tried to explore and try to find out what's going on. They got blasted. These are the bouncers, Sam and Greg. So they got ended by the bouncers who were merely protecting what might be the boss's bedroom. Something like that. That's what you get for wandering around where you don't belong. So over here in this very, very private bedroom that no one is allowed to go into, apparently. Again, big draconic representation here, from the bed to the lighting to a lot of the other furniture here. We have this very consistent theme. So really nice setup. And okay, that's wine now, right? So that's just wine now, right? Jake. Maybe that was what happened to Jake. No. I don't think that's what happened to him. Let's see what else is going on though. In this bathroom, we have, oh, this is nice. I like this. This is like, it's a really clean setup with this bathroom. Because we have, what I'd like to say is just like a very simple placement. We're not seeing like the other day we saw this very cool looking compact, this whole makeup kit and everything. Like those are great and everything. Sometimes though, for the sake of kind of keeping things kind of like, feeling Warcraft still, simple placement works out fantastically. But I really like this whole standing shower too. Yeah, this Murgle's like loving it. He's like, dude, I'm thirsty. Oh my god, I can't handle the water. Oh, okay, it was this dude. I think this dude was like, ooh, I'm thirsty. And then they were like, okay, let me have some of that stuff, because the red Murgle like had some of that stuff. And I guess they had a good time because they're all crashed out on the bed. They had some of that stuff and they're like, oh my god, this is the worst. I need a real beverage. So poor thing. Had no choice but to have like shower water, but like they know any better. Or are they washing the blood off? Wow. Okay, now I thought I was gruesome with some of my stuff, right? Very cool bathroom setup. Love the way that this water splashes, and then they have the whole splash effect being maintained there too. So great animated effect that they have there. All right. So let's retreat from here, right? All right. Sam, Greg, pleasure. I'm sure they're like, no, I'm Sam. That's Greg. I'm like, I'm sorry, guys. So let me, all right. I don't think we've seen bouncer-like characters yet, have we? Yeah, nothing like that yet. So let's go off to this other room here. What else is there to explore? Okay, and now we got our more bona fide trophy room, all right? The things that we have collected, very awesome. The things we have not collected, looks like they got AOTC, whatever that raid was. But it looks like we're still kind of pending on the other ones. They'll get to it when they get to it. In the meantime, lots of prey targets, and they did take down some eggies. So, fun stuff. Now we return. So to our left is that whole the whole library area. So now we're going to see what's okay. I really like how these carve outs are happening here. The walls for the most part, they run parallel all throughout, but then we have like different setups here. So like we have these like two big old acacias along this flower box, and these ain't going nowhere. So it's like these are going to be permanent fixtures to this house forever. We just kind of got to build around it going forward. But really like this feels like a very unique layout setup. Oh, and then this is a stairwell room too. No, or it's a vaulted room. It's hard to tell. I think it's a vaulted room because notice how here we kind of have like a bit of a shift in the flooring here. So it's very much kind of a very themed room. We kind of like walk into a little bit of Calderai kind of vibes here. And what it feels like we're in a sort of, not exactly a store, but more like a workshop. It's like an alchemy workshop. You know, all the greens that are being worked on out there, this is where, this is the place that's helping to cultivate all that. You know, check out, we have like the whole hanging shelf thing for extra greens and what have you. Little lions helping out, probably munching on stuff that he shouldn't be. Then he gets all yoked up and all. That would be kind of funny. But yeah, lots of alchemy stuff happening on these shelves here. But let's climb up because I'm very curious. Boop, 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 boop. Going up these beams. And then upstairs we just have like things that have been ground out. Spices or little powders for, I don't know, dissolving bodies. Sure. See, they are doing that. See, that's kind of stuff to work on. Little details like that kind of give a hint as to what's really happening here. Just some, just some little body dissolving. It's all good. They had to get rid of the rest of the body. There we go. That's what I'm going to tell myself. All right. So back to the main hallway. Great branding right over here. Warrior stuff. Hello to Terralian. And then this gives us that peek inside that body dissolving lab. Just a guess. And we're kind of like, it feels like we're shifting a little bit. We kind of shifted away from the whole draconic look, and now we have like this whole different vibe. Now we have like very Founder's Point kind of vibes. This is some of the new decor that we've seen from this patch as we're going in. Oh, okay, here's the evidence of Jake. All right, so here's the Jake sign. No sign of him so far. I guess it's because the bar's closed. They finally kicked him out. Sorry, buddy. But yeah, great tavern spot. I really like this because it's like it's like this hallway is like a super public space, right? We're going through. It's as if we're going to like a mall, and then this is just like a really open bar restaurant kind of spot. You know, we want to walk by, grab some drinks, and then hit the road. That's the kind of thing I'm getting from this. Feels really good. You know, we have some stuff that's locked up, some top shelf items, but of course, we have a few things on tap. Very nice. I like the animated bit here with things being poured out. That's sick. That's sick. Haven't seen that done before. Here's where Jake's at. He's like, what? You're closed? What? But it's like only 4 a.m. It's early. It's like, yo, Jake, you gotta go, man. This bar sucks. And he tosses the stuff. Yeah, so that's, I think that's the quick story there. But why would Jake leave? You know? He can enjoy some Murgle dancing. Heck yeah. Now, I'm not the type who would want to stick around for like the Murgle dancing. The Murgle pole dancing, but it's like, do you want to not look, or do you want to like stay away from that? Would it fascinate us? I don't think so. But we got some table tennis. We got some I was gonna say air hockey. I was gonna say table tennis. Why am I not getting what is it? It's ping pong, dude. Saul, get it together. Have some coffee. But yeah, cool bar setup. It has this, very Argentina vibes, but just a lot brighter. You know, we have not only like the very bright lights that are coming from the Tusk chandelier, but also some ceiling fans. Because you've been here for a while. Like the smell's gonna get kind of crazy. You don't want to have that Jake smell like waft in here, right? Got bathrooms in here, I think. Got bathrooms in here. Oh, dude, Jake. Dude, I'm gonna blame Jake for this one. So hopefully someone's gonna come in and go ahead and fix this thing. Looks like someone's in the process of doing some repairs. Oh no, terrible. Man, swear, dude. Why? What about in this bathroom? Oh wait, hold up. Okay, so real quick, we're glancing in here. Okay, very nice. Toilet setup and all that. Okay, very nice. Got a little bit of extra stuff there for supplies. Well, let's go back here to this bathroom. Why we gotta have that kind of difference, man? I guess it's trying to be like different themes and whatnot, but it's like, what, we can't have like the fancy the fancy elven look too? How dare they? That sucks. Oh, I'm just kidding. I did find it as a quick eye opener, like, wait, why is it a different vibe altogether? What's going on in here? It's like so pleasant and clean here. Now, what would have been funnier is if they just like went, they just had like one big trough and like a bucket and like that was it. All right, there's the men's room. Go. All right, so let's get out of the bar area. Someone's got to clean up Jake's mess though. Oh man. And then out here, kind of a public spot. So I'm gonna guess through here might be a restaurant. Yeah, nice. So we get ourselves checked in, boom. And what do we have? Actually, this is a big spot. Yeah, these are like really, really big carve outs. So remember, these start off as like large rooms, but the potential for us to like carve these out with walls and make all sorts of new things, potential is huge. So for example, in the back of this Pandaren restaurant, here we are, we're serving stuff, coffees, noodles, and all the cool stuff. Back here in the kitchen area, like this setup here, somehow they hid the rest of, I guess, the well that should be behind that. But then up here, you just have like all your dishes and supplies, your coffee and all that stuff. This is where we're prepping drinks. Otherwise, back here's where the food's happening. Yeah, so behind this wall is where the rest of that Pandaren bell is. And otherwise, we have like this big old spread. Food's laid out. The whole damn thing is a cutting board. So, doing all our stuff. Processing, cooking. What are we baking? Who knows? But whatever it is, the fire is blazing in there. Whatever is in there, it's going to come out cold. This is like some Ragnaros temperature going on in there. That's fun. Yeah, great filled out pantry area. I mean, huge. This huge. It's like, yeah, we got to get all our supplies and everything. Yeah, really nice setup. Oh, dude. Okay, that's really cool too. Wait, what is this? Is that a rickshaw thing? No. Oh, that's smart. Very clever. Very clever. Okay, so how is this coming together? So you have, that's one fence. Okay. This is the vertical fence, and that's going down, right? That's hella smart. Oh, that's good. That's good. Lala's stealing it. There you go. Housing is cutthroat sometimes, buddies. Really, really cool. I'm very impressed by that. See, swear, man. New decor comes out, and people will think up like the coolest things to make out of these. So let's come out here. Here we have, we have our fishies, but we also got chopsticks there. Nice. And soy sauce. Oh, that's good. That's sick. Some great wall paneling here with the paintings. Very nice. Very attractive. And then the sand garden right inside. Oh, and water coming down. Oh, so a wet sand garden. That's interesting. I don't know what to make of that. And then through here, so actually we are going into what I believe to be another room. Cross over through here. Oh, dude. Oh, nice. Very cool. So they opted to make this whole thing. They used the whole greenhouse to create this really nice outdoorsy setup. Oh yeah, the vibes here are great. That's sick. That's really good. I love the whole raised fireplace over there. And otherwise, it's just super, super chill out here. Until you hit the gong, and then it's going to make all the glass vibrate, and then people are going to like totally stare at you and be like, yo, What's wrong with you? You're not meant to hit that. Yo, they just had the thing there. What, you want me to not do it? And he's got a point, but God, that's rude. Sheesh. Like, yo, we're just trying to chill. We got like some tea or sake or whatever. We're just trying to chill. And here you are. Gong. What is this? A Beavis and Butthead episode? Right. Outside, lots of good vibes out there. Lots of greens out there to help set everything up. Nice and big too. With that much freedom to create the whole background area. I mean, when we pan up like this, that's when things get like a little weird because we have all the empty space here. So, we stick to like the first person view. It's great. Fantastic. Yeah, really pretty outside. Really pretty in here too. We have like these soft glows and all that. The between the red lamps, the yellow lights, sitting on like the green colored furniture. It's really good. Really, really great room. All right. So we're gonna leave the restaurant. Food was great. Fish was awesome. I dumped too much soy sauce onto the plate, but that's my fault. Right. All right. So now we're going through into a next room. We'll go upstairs because this looks like a vaulted spot. Just kind of like a little carve out maybe. Oh, it's this elevation. Oh, that's neat. And what's up here in this elevation? Some VIP action, dude. So, of course, very good. We have the shroud. We got the low roof now that we're this high up. So it's like, yo, here's like the good stuff. So they're burning all like the really expensive things out here. Nice. Yeah, and they didn't even have to like put this. They could have just been like, oh, let's just go into the next room. Like, nah, let's fill out this room space. Let's add a little bit more to this. Because note how we have like the roof got a lot lower because that's how they carved out that extra space. Just have like as this overhead to view the rest of what's going on up ahead. Right here through this window is a different dimension. Ooh, it's a window into a placeholder world. Crazy. And over here, another window into placeholder world. So that's how you know you're in a simulation. All right, so right through here, we'll go up the illicit table, boop, boop, 2 steps into this kind of raised floor. And here we have this kind of like, it feels like a waiting room of sorts. It's a waiting room with a weapon right there. So if you're really bored, start a duel. It's all good. There's plenty of space here. It's not that much space, especially if you're a caster, but you want to entertain yourself as you wait to be addressed by whoever it is you're trying to see. Cool. And then we'll go through into the conference room. Yeah, so now we have like this very red vibe, but I like the contrast there. Back there we have between the fireplace you have the silver moon kinds of wall styles happening. Great stuff with the angles coming from the ochre lights, coming from the ochre window and shining down. Let's go around here. Very interesting that we have like weapons set out. It's like, yes, in this conference room sometimes we duel. Sometimes there's blood. That's why the walls are painted red, because, well, it helps to hide some of the action and all that. A very active kind of conference room setup we have here. What do we have? We have one hammer in a display case, a very small hammer. Okay, is it that small really? Yeah, it's a pretty small hammer. More like a tool than a weapon of violence, but yeah, well, we're capable of anything, I think. Yeah, I like the way this all these glows come together. And what are we all meeting here for? Reptar has a suggestion. They've got a plan. It's like, all right, Reptar, you can tell us your plan. And Reptar's like, rah! And then he just like starts fiddling around with stuff. And then everyone's like, why are we here? Why are we here? Because he looks so cute, because he thinks he's got plans and all that stuff. And then Reptar gets mad. And then Reptar goes to the bar, gets smashed. Maybe it was Reptar that was throwing around stuff. And he just went into this whole drunken stupor, thinking that he's got like all these great ideas, but it's just not coming out right. That's what I'm kind of getting at this. All right, so there was actually, let me double check. There was an alchemy room that we went by. Yeah, that's where all the drugs and all that stuff were happening. I think there was there was a hidden staircase near the back of the library. Oh, no, actually, was it this? Because this is the library, right? That led to the alchemy room. But then, wait, there was an alchemy room right here. So this is not a hidden staircase. Oh, no, that's not it. Yeah, that's a staircase. That's alchemy stuff. Yeah, there's one room that they pointed out here. And a hidden staircase near the back of the library. I'm pretty sure this is a library. I'm gonna find it. Where is it? These are walls. There's not a lot of room for a staircase, actually. Damn. Oh no. Or do I approach it from the outside? Like Sam and Greg, they ain't gonna show me nothing. I don't think. Or do I approach it from the outside? That means I'm gonna be approaching it from the bar. That doesn't seem right. Yeah. So they said secret bookshelf in the library. Got that. And also a hidden staircase near the back of the library. Stairwell was blocked off. Got it. Haha. Okay, so at least I did my due diligence. Nice. I think we've seen everything though. So thank you very much, Taemaria. Awesome place.